If manifesting feels like a part-time job you never applied for, you've been sold a lie. Manifesting should be fun. And the reason it isn't for most people has nothing to do with how hard you're trying. It's that you're following someone else's instructions for a machine that was never built for you. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what manifesting actually is, why you're already doing it, whether you believe in it or not, and the four things people think that it is that are quietly keeping them stuck, and the one reason it's been work instead of play. No vision boards required for some of us. Let's get into it. So here's what most people think manifesting is: thinking about it, praying about it, hoping for it, wishing, right? That's it. That's the whole strategy for a lot of very smart, very capable people. Sit very still, want it very hard, and wait. And when it doesn't show up, the rationalizations start. You said at least one of these, I know. Listen to this. It's coming, I can feel it. And when it doesn't come, the universe must not want this for me. There must be a lesson I have to learn first. Maybe it's just not in my highest good, just not the right time. I'm going to be direct with you because that's what I'm here for. None of that is true, not one. So relax, sit back, listen to this. Because you're not failing to manifest because you're unworthy or unready or because some cosmic committee reviewed your application and passed. It's simpler and far less personal than that. You're just not yet in vibrational alignment with what you want. And alignment is something you can change. And that's not woo, my friend. We'll get to the science in the next video, so stay with me. Now, let me prove to you that you're already manifesting right now, every single day, without a single vision board and without even thinking about it. It's on autopilot. So I want you to close your eyes for a second and just think about what you want to eat for your next meal: dinner, lunch, breakfast. Think about it. Go ahead. Actually do it. And all these different foods are coming to your mind. Do I feel like steak? Do I feel like salad? Do I feel like chicken? Do I feel like soup? What do I feel like? Okay. Where did you land? And you landed on something. And is it in front of you right now? Can you see it? No, because you just thought about it. A thought is just a thought. It's not a manifestation. And that's the simplest way to describe it to you, because a thought is just a thought. And thank God for that. This is the good news, because we have somewhere, what, between 60 and 80,000 thoughts a day. Imagine if even half of those came true right on the spot. That's not abundance. That's a horror movie. Let's say we landed on pizza. Just use that as an example. You decide on the pizza, and then what do? You either pick up the phone, you order it, or you drive to pick it up for takeout, or you get strategic and you cook it. Each one of those takes what? Action. A physical action. We are in the third dimension. We need to move. We need to use our bodies in order to get what we want. It's not just thinking. That's the first thing. We have to do something. Every one of the things we do takes a physical action, and every action takes time, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it may be. The pizza does not exist until you do something. That right there is manifesting. You do it every day. You just don't call it that. It's just on autopilot for you. Quick thing. If that just shifted something in how you think about manifesting, please subscribe, because this is part 1 of 4. And each one builds on the last, and I'd rather you didn't miss part 2. So subscribe. Now, here's where it gets interesting. That's the small stuff. Right? It's easy, autopilot. The big stuff works exactly the same way. It just takes longer, and it takes more vibrational shift, because the bigger the thing you want, the bigger the vibrational shift to become the person who has it. And the vibrational shifts don't happen through thinking. They happen through action, consistent, sustained action over time, which is exactly where most people quit, right? They start taking new action. It gets uncomfortable. The old life starts to feel wrong, but the new one hasn't landed yet, and they stop right before the shift happens. Now, one thing nobody tells you: you don't need to live in constant manifestation mode. If your life is working, enjoy it. Be in it. The blueprint that I'm speaking of, the manifesting blueprint, is the tool you use to reach for when you want to create something genuinely new. A new level of income, new clients, a new relationship, a new job, whatever it may be that you want to manifest. That's when you use it. That's when you focus. And it's also something that fits who you are right now, not who you were before the transition, the loss, the devastation that you may have gone through, because that really distorts our compass. A direction that finally feels like yours. You're going to reach for it when you want to become someone you have not been yet. So here's the part that no one teaches you. You're not meant to manifest the way anyone else does. We create the way we were created. Every soul carries a specific design for how it moves from one state to the next. That's why generic advice doesn't work for you. It's not a personality quiz either. It's not another productivity hack. This, what I'm speaking of, is the actual architecture of how you specifically were built to create your life. And it's called, as I said, the manifesting blueprint. And this is why the girl's 5 steps didn't work for you. That's why you're here. And when the routine that changed your friend's life did nothing for you, it was never built for your soul's design. That's it. Nobody else's recipe works for you because it was never yours. And that's not your fault. You were just handed the wrong instructions. So why does this make manifesting fun? Because the moment how you're designed to create, you stop hoping, wishing, and praying. You stop praying that it works. You stop guessing, embracing, and forcing. You take the exact action your design actually responds to. So that means less force, less guessing, less working against your own grain. That's the whole thing. Manifestation stops being a grind the second you stop using a stranger's map to find your own house. That's fun. That's the version of this that no one sold you. So here's where we're going. In the next video, principles of true manifestation, the vibration to action piece, the part that sounds woo until you realize it's basically physics. Then we'll get into the 7 comparatives, your actual design map, the 7 ways your soul is built to create. And I'm going to warn you now because it's the most useful thing I'll say in all the series. The way you actually think you create and the way you actually design to create are 2 very different things, especially if you've rebuilt from loss like I have and a lot of my clients have. Because survival mode rewires everything. It just puts everything off center. So I'm going to say it again, subscribe so the next one actually finds you. This is a 4-part series and each one builds on the last. Part 2 is where the woo turns into physics. And if you already know you want your manifesting blueprint read, you want to know the exact coordinates, contact me directly or there's a link in the bottom. I'm Sandra, Soul First, Strategy Second. See you in the next one.